Hey everyone, this is Carrier Zeri from Armored in Truth. If you've seen my channel before, most of my stuff is just giving the small devotionals. I write Bible study guides that I like to give devotionals with. But I'm going to be doing a new series on the carnivore diet. Been hearing a lot about it, watching a lot of videos. And to be honest with you, I asked the Lord about a year ago. You know, I was always feeling irritable, getting frustrated. And I know, you know, my problem is I'm addicted to sugar, okay? Like many of you out there. And when I was asking the Lord, why am I always irritable? Why am I always frustrated? Why, you know, what sets me off so easily? That's kind of what he showed me. And just learning more about my health, how the body works, you know, your blood, when you eat a lot of sugar or a lot of sweets or fatty foods, not carnivore, but, you know, fatty foods like donuts and cakes, whatever. You know, your blood sugar spikes, feel good, and then it just drops and you're kind of irritable and whatnot. So yes, I said that was about a year ago, and honestly I'm still struggling. I see a lot of people get on carnivore and, you know, hey, I just cold turkey quit everything, and I have not been able to do that, or maybe I don't want to do that. But I do believe that the Lord is showing me how to eat better, take better care of my health. And when I say I'm addicted to sugar, the main culprit for me is Dr. Pepper, chocolate milk. Drink those all the time. I have cut down a lot, but I have not completely stopped. But what I have done is I've been eating more meat, and just, even though I haven't completely quit the sugar, just incorporating more meat. You know, I used to eat a lot of hamburgers and stuff, but hamburgers has the bread and all the condiments and stuff that isn't good for you. But when I eat just, you know, meat, salt and butter, I do feel better. And so I just kind of, I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably still struggling, like me. You look at, you know, like when I see people just, hey, I quit cold turkey. I've been sugar-free for 140 days. I've been sugar-free for a year. I've been sugar-free. You know, that's great. But I also know there's probably people like me that, you know, we're having a hard time. So, as a Christian, I do believe that God wants us to take care of our bodies. And, you know, I exercise. I eat better than I used to. But I know that there's things that I still need to taper down on. But all in all, God is showing me, you know, first of all, we need to put Him first. And, you know, even as Christians, we struggle to do that, right? We struggle to put Him first in His Word and prayer. And then we get obsessed with eating. And I don't believe, either way, we're not supposed to be obsessed. I used to be obsessed with eating as far as just, you know, wanting all the junk food. You know, pizza. I mentioned Dr. Pepper and chocolate milk, but pizza also. I mean, I can be doing really good, and somebody says, "Hey, let's go get pizza." It's going to be an automatic yes. Okay. But then again, I have tapered down on that too. I used to have pizza 4 or 5 times a week. You know, drink 64 plus ounces of Dr. Pepper a day. Drink a half gallon of chocolate milk a day. So yeah, it was pretty bad. Now you know, I do go days without drinking a Dr. Pepper. Many days, if I do have one, I'll drink a 16-ounce can. So yeah, it's gotten a lot better. But we're not supposed to be obsessed with wanting food all the time. But when I look at diets that make you count calories, or you have to eat this or you have to eat that, to me that just didn't sound right either, because then I feel like you're being obsessed the other way. And there's many, we all know that there's many diets out there, and many diets work for other people. I've never been a vegetable eater, so back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when I was trying to lose weight, I'm trying to shove salad down my throat. And, that gets old real quick when you're not a vegetable eater. But when I came across Carnivore, I was like, this is doable for me. Because I love meat. I just had, even though I've always been a big meat eater, and I always, probably ate meat every day, I'd still have all the other stuff with it. So understanding, insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, metabolic disease, stuff like that. It all makes sense. Right now, we're on the road, actually. We have been traveling since the beginning of June. So, and we brought an air fryer with us. So, we'll buy some steak, stick it in the cooler, fry it up in the hotel room, and eat it on the road. But since we're on the road, we're not, I would say we're not doing strict carnivore right now. And we don't plan on being back for another 2 or 3 weeks. This summer we're doing a lot of traveling. And, but even when we talk to people, they're just like, what, you just eat meat? That's not enough. They don't understand. And it's hard to be around other people and stick to strictly meat. But for those out there, this series on my channel, this basically for those out there that are still struggling. We tend to condemn ourselves and judge ourselves, and God loves us every day, and God loved us enough to send His Son to die for us, right? So even though we might have bad eating habits and they're not the best, God still loves you. And I think that's the most important thing to remember. And just, make the way you eat a matter of prayer, because I know that's helped me. And so, if you can benefit from the things I'm going to share on this series, on my channel, the channel is Armored in Truth, go ahead, click subscribe, so you can keep updated. If you don't think I'm doing carnivore right, or if it's not for you, just keep scrolling. Okay, we don't need any hate comments. But honestly, this is, even though I've done a few devotionals, I don't post a lot because honestly, it's hard for me to do this. It's hard for me to make videos like this, or even give a devotional. But I want to encourage others that might be struggling the same way that I am, because just like certain diets might be for other people, we all struggle with different things. Okay, there's a lot of you on there that can quit sugar cold turkey, right? And I've been off soda, I've been off sugar for a while. Sometimes I've gone a week, 3 weeks, 6 weeks or more without drinking a soda, and then I just have one and it kind of starts the cycle all over again. But when I quit drinking soda, you get the headaches, you get, my bones in my legs, my arms start to ache, because it's the caffeine withdrawal, it's the sugar withdrawal, and sometimes I just feel so awful that I'll just drink a can of soda just to feel better, but I think I also struggle with doing carnivore 100%, because overall, even though I'm a sugar addict and my diet has not been the best, I'm relatively healthy. It has gotten to the point where, in my 50s, I started noticing, when I hit about 50, I started noticing, more joint aches, harder to do things. And unfortunately, when you talk to people, they all just say, well, that's what happens when you get older. That's what happens when you get older. So every problem that we have, we just use age as an excuse for it. But honestly, I've seen people in my 70s that do better than me, so it's not just an age thing. So yeah, my bad eating habits have caught up with me physically. But I don't have major problems like, I have inflammation, of course. And I have a little bit of arthritis in my hips. I have a rash that I've had for years. I go to the doctor, been to the doctor, they give me a pill, it goes away. All they can tell me is that it's some sort of chemical imbalance, and they don't even know what it is. But honestly, I think it's just, I've been eating candy since I've been born, probably, and so just high sugar diet all my life. Right now, I don't know, the sun is kind of shining, so you can see a little bit of the rash on my neck. So it gets on my neck, it gets on my belly area, but the worst part is my back. And when we get, I'm kind of doing carnivore, eating a lot of meat, but we're going to be on the road pretty much all summer. But when I get home, I'm hoping to I guess I kind of want to do the test. If the rash on my back is caused by sugar and my bad diet, will carnivore clear it up? We'll see. So, and I do know that when, I have been to the doctor and, my blood sugar does get high, but if I, go a few days without eating a lot of sugar or whatnot, then, it's okay. But I know I can't keep that up. And if I don't do something, then my health will get worse and worse. I've been kind of, I'm 50 to 60 pounds overweight that I need to lose. And you may say that's not a lot, but I know people have some less, some more, but I've kind of been at the same range for a couple years, because I see myself going high, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to be good just to get myself down. So I kind of straighten up just to keep my weight down or to keep my blood sugar down, but then when everything's fine, I kind of, okay, I can eat whatever. But I'm just here to tell you my story, my journey along the way. And if you can benefit from it, then go ahead and keep watching. And remember, as a Christian, the Bible doesn't say life is perfect. We do struggle. We struggle with things in the flesh. But God has helped me overcome many things. And this is like not my one weakness, okay? But this is like my one thorn in the flesh, okay? But things are getting better. And so I will keep you posted. Try to post regularly. Like I said, I don't really like to do this. I always look for the perfect opportunity to do this, and right now I'm just in my car. And so God bless you, and like and subscribe if you want to keep with updates. And I hope to see you all later, and I hope this will be an encouragement to you. God bless.